Hi everyone, welcome to Criminology. So this is my first TBR video. So to be honest with you, I don't normally set a TBR for the month ahead, but I thought I'd give it a try and see if I manage to actually stick to it at all. So the first thing to say is that I'm part of a book club. So normally I will read a book for my book club every month, but this month it's Mexican Gothic, which I read about a year ago. So I get a month off this month, which leaves me time to read other things. So first up, I've got a few digital ARCs that have come in that I need to get through. So I've got Nothing But Blackened Teeth by Cassandra Core, which looks very interesting. I've got The Gatherings by Jeremy Ray, which looks quite fun, a kind of post-apocalyptic sci-fi horror. And I've also got a book called Nana by Mark Taus, which looks like a bit of a bizarro horror one, so we'll see what those are like. And then also from Hard Case Crime, I've got a book called 5 Decembers by James Kestrel, which looks brilliant. So it looks like it's a kind of crime romance set against the backdrop of Pearl Harbor. So really looking forward to reading that one. And then also on my Kindle, I'm intending to read a book I've been meaning to read for years, Something Wicked This Way Comes, by Ray Bradbury, which feels appropriate for Halloween month, and certainly seems to be a book that everyone who's read it raves about. So looking forward to that one as well. So moving on to physical books. Start with another horror one. So this is a reread for me. I first read this probably 25 years ago, something like that. So Vampire Junction by SP Somtale, who's a really, really underrated horror writer, I think. I've got the sequel to this as well, Valentine, so I would probably read that before too long too. So looking forward to reading this one. By the cover, it looks like it's kind of a rock and roll vampire novel. I don't remember very much about it at all, other than the fact I really liked it. I've also got a few pulp fiction type books to read, so I'm going to try and get through the first two of the Execution series. So War Against the Mafia, the kind of origin story, and then Death Squad. Also got the 9th of the Edge series of westerns, which I'm working my way through and really, really enjoy. So definitely find time for that one. Another series I'm reading is the Gore series by John Norman, which, if you don't know, is a slightly dodgy and a bit weird series of kind of fantasy novels from the started in the 60s. I think he's actually still churning them out now, but I've managed to build up a bit of a collection of them. Read the first one, or reread the first one a couple of months ago and enjoyed it, so I'm going to reread this one as well. And next up, another reread. I seem to be doing a lot of rereads this month. So Ghoul by Michael Slade. So again, this is a series I read the first few books of years ago, the Special X series, which is about a bunch of Mounties in Canada who kind of hunt serial killers. So this one I read, I guess, when I was about 17 or 18. I really liked it. I read the first book in the series, Headhunter, a while ago, so looking forward to digging into this one again. They're kind of a nice mix of police procedural, which is a style of crime novel I really like, and really gory, over-the-top horror. So looking forward to that one. I've also got this nice little anthology from the Ment Adventure Library. So I read one of those in September and liked it a lot. This one is stories about Cuba. So they're all taken from men's adventure magazines from the kind of 50s, 60s and 70s. So Cuba, obviously something that occupied the minds of Americans very much at that time. So I think this could be quite a fun read and quite interesting politically as well. And then finally, another reread, something a bit meatier. So I read this, Master and Commander, by Patrick O'Brien, again a few years ago, and really liked it. I've managed to pick up a few of the other books in the series, either on Kindle or in paperback. So going to give this one a try again, and then pick up the rest of the series after that. So these are kind of naval adventures, but really, really well written from what I remember. Really exciting, but a quite nice kind of depth of history in there as well. So I think that gives me 12 or 13 books to get through. I read 13 in September, so I may well add something else to the list this month, as a lot of those books are quite short. But equally, I may jettison big chunks of the list and decide I want to read something else. I tend to be quite fickle with my reading and quite often don't decide what I'm going to read until I've finished the thing I'm reading at the moment. So we'll see how it goes, and I will report back at the end of October and let you know how I've got on. Do let me know in the comments what you're planning to read this month. Please like and subscribe if you're not already a subscriber to the channel, so you can see how I get on. And look forward to speaking to you again in the next video. Cheers.